Hello and welcome, dear electronic music addicts, to another episode of the Electronic Music Addicts podcast. Today we are diving deep into what was really a massive week for electronic music right here in Mexico City. Our mission basically is a full recap, getting into the analysis of everything that went down between Monday, October 27th and Friday the 31st. And we're not just, listing gigs. We want to pull out what these three very different kinds of events tell us about the scene.
Yeah, it's pretty wild when you think about it. The sheer range of sounds and experiences CDMX packed into just 5 days. You had this super intimate pop-up funk and disco thing.
Which caused quite a stir.
Exactly. Then, totally the other end of the spectrum, this huge stadium house show, pure spectacle. And on the same night, this immersive, deep house event really focused on the music itself. It's the whole electronic ecosystem in one city, in 1 week. And the sources we looked at give us some great angles on that contrast.
Okay, let's definitely unpack that. Starting with Monday, October 27th, that surprise Purple Disco Machine gig, a free show at the Sunday Club.
Tiny place, really limited capacity.
Right, and announced just, hours beforehand? Talk about spontaneous. It just lit up the internet, everyone scrambling for those few spots.
Oh, totally. That immediacy creates this, instant frenzy, doesn't it? People had to register super fast, wait for that confirmation email, the sort of golden ticket. But that intimacy, it also came with a side of, suspicion.
Yeah, that's the interesting part. The whole registration thing, needing an Instagram account apparently, it definitely fueled speculation, didn't it? People wondering if it was just for influencers or, friends of the club. Was it a genuine surprise or kind of prearranged access?
Well, that was the debate online. You saw comments like, why a Monday? And claims that the registration was just a front. But then you also had people, regular fans, saying they did get in, people who weren't influencers at all. So the claims about favoritism, they were definitely out there, but never really confirmed either way.
It really highlights that tension, right, between wanting that intimate connection and the tricky optics of managing scarcity in the social media age. Even if it was fair, the perception kind of became part of the event's story.
Exactly. Perceived fairness is almost as crucial as the music sometimes, it seems.
But despite all that surrounding drama, the actual show, from the accounts we saw, sounded incredible. PDM under the purple lights, mixing his own stuff with classic 70s disco, funk, soul. People were calling it unique, unrepeatable.
Yeah, someone said it felt like Studio 54 for a night. You get that sense of real human connection. Magical, funky, deeply human was how one source put it.
He really showed why he's such a big name in modern house, blending those sounds.
And I think that's the key takeaway from that night, isn't it? It proved the power of that direct artist-fan thing still exists. It chose intimacy over, massive scale. It worked, even with the controversy around how you got in the door.
Okay, so from intimate and controversial, let's hard pivot, to Friday, October 31st. Swedish House Mafia.
Whoa, yeah. Complete opposite.
Back at the Plaza de Toros, Mexico. Their fourth time in the capital, I think. And we're talking, 40,000 plus people?
Over 40,000, yeah. This wasn't intimate. This was monumental. A proper stadium spectacle designed for, maximum impact. The production, based on reports, was just insane.
Tell us about it.
Giant screens, columns of actual fire, lasers everywhere, apparently covering every single corner. And the sound, people said you could feel it in the ground. Proper physical vibration. It was engineered for that collective catharsis.
And they know how to build that feeling, don't they? That opening sequence alone, finally, the orchestral version mixed into Antidote, that pulls you right in, especially if you've followed them for years.
Oh, absolutely. It's a masterclass in controlling crowd energy. And the anthems, everyone knew them. Miami to Ibiza, Save the World, Don't You Worry, Child. The whole place singing along, chanting, really.
Total unity. And then closing with one, of course. People were calling it flawless, historic even.
Definitely. But they also create these almost emotional peaks within the energy, like during Heaven Takes You Home.
Yeah, the phone lights moment.
Exactly. The whole place just lit up. Thousands and thousands of phone flashes. It wasn't just visuals. It felt like this, shared moment of affirmation. Almost spiritual, as one account put it.
Yeah.
You saw videos of everyone jumping together. This massive wave of energy.
Incredible stuff. But there was that one little critique that popped up, wasn't there? Despite the flawless performance narrative.
Right, yeah. The length of the set. That was the one fly in the ointment for some. It apparently ran about half an hour shorter than the show they did in New York.
Now, 30 minutes might not sound like that much, but in the context of a massive high-production stadium show like this, why do you think that caused such a reaction?
Well, I think it's about expectations, isn't it?
Right.
And maybe narrative flow. These big SHM sets, they're meticulously crafted journeys. Cutting half an hour probably means losing a whole segment, maybe some deeper cuts or transitions fans were anticipating.
Right, it breaks the expected arc.
Exactly. So if you paid premium for what you thought was the definitive show, and you feel like you got a slightly shorter version, even if it was amazing, it can kind of take the shine off for the hardcore fans. It feels like, oh, we didn't get the full experience. It's a detail, but details matter at that level.
Makes sense. Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting for showing the diversity of the scene. That same Friday night, October 31st, while 40,000 people are losing it to SHM. Across town, at the Velodromo Olimpico, you have the second edition of Anjunadeep happening. Deep house, progressive sounds. It just shows the incredible range of tastes coexisting.
It really does. And Anjunadeep is almost the antithesis of the SHM spectacle in a way. Their whole vibe is different. It's progressive house, deep house, melodic techno, but the focus is really on like meticulous musical curation, building a journey through sound.
And community, right? That's a big part of the Anjuna brand.
Huge part. Less about the explosive drops, more about the flow, the textures, creating this shared space. And for that kind of music, the venue setup is crucial.
You mentioned the Velodromo became a sanctuary. What does that mean in practice? The sound quality was highlighted as outstanding. What makes sound outstanding for deep house specifically?
It's about clarity and separation, not just loudness. Deep house relies so much on subtle shifts, deep bass lines that you feel as much as here, and really intricate layers of melody and percussion. If the sound system is muddy or the acoustics are bad, all that nuance gets lost.
Okay.
So outstanding here means the system was tuned perfectly. You could hear every distinct element, even in a large space like the Velodromo. It lets people really immerse themselves in the complexity of the music, follow the journey the DJ is creating. It's less about overwhelming volume, more about sonic detail and depth, and the visuals apparently were simpler, more integrated into the performance, not just a massive backdrop.
Got it. And the lineup itself was structured like a journey, too.
Very much so. It kicked off with Gabriel A.G., sort of setting the mood, easing people in with softer beats, nice melodies. Then Hana came on, known for her live performances, building the energy gradually.
And the peak came with Dosum and Marsh.
Yeah, they're big names in that sound.
Yeah.
And reports said they really demonstrated how to build tension, massive tension, without just resorting to obvious tricks. It was about weaving these complex tracks together, building this wave of energy that had, thousands of hands in the air, people totally locked into the groove. A different kind of peak to SHM, more sustained, maybe more cerebral.
And Eli and Fur closed it out.
They did. Known for their deeper techno sounds, often with powerful vocals. It sounds like it was a really emotional closing, keeping people dancing right until the very end, holding onto that collective vibe. And Anjunadeep really delivers on that promise of community through music. It's more than just a party. It's an experience focused on unity on the dance floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking back, it was just an incredible snapshot of electronic music and CDMX. You had the intimate, slightly controversial, but ultimately connective funk of Purple Disco Machine.
Right.
Then the absolute peak stadium energy, the shared catharsis of Swedish House Mafia. And simultaneously, this deep, immersive, almost meditative journey with Anjunadeep. The whole spectrum, really, in just a few days.
This concludes a recap of a week packed with electronic music in Mexico City. But don't forget that next Saturday we'll be partying again because A State of Trance is finally coming to Mexico for its 5th edition, also at the Olympic Velodrome. We'll be there covering the entire event, of course. And to celebrate, we have a series of special videos prepared for the countdown that will begin this Tuesday, so don't miss them to get warmed up before the big day. So, wrapping up our deep dive today, thinking about PDM's surprise intimacy, and then the huge communal energy of both SHM and Anjunadeep. It leaves you with a question, doesn't it? Which kind of experience truly creates that lasting connection? Is it the spontaneous, maybe slightly chaotic close-up club night? Or is it being part of that massive, unified crowd at a perfectly produced spectacle or a deep sonic journey? Something to think about. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the EMA podcast. Don't forget to follow us for more information and analysis about the world of electronic music. See you soon. And remember, turn the world into a dance floor.